These are out of the box games. The lights are bright.
They are, aren't they?
They're blinding.
Makes you really wish you were flying FPV so you didn't have to stare.
A little bounce back. Yeah, it's painfully bright. It's a little wobbly in attitude mode, but that's not bad. For a pre-tuned copter, it glides alright. That's a fast flip.
Yeah.
Did not expect that at all.
It almost rolls around it like it's on a wheel, doesn't it?
This is really difficult to fly line of sight because of how bright those LEDs are. So in this darkness anyway, because all I can see is the lights.
Yeah.
Do some funnels, I point some down. That's a really fast rate setup.
Is this stock rates and everything?
That's what it comes flashed with, yeah.
So which mode are you in?
I'm in rate mode at the moment.
I wonder what they're like in Rapitude.
Well, although there's a few little bobbles and wobbles here and there, for a budget pre-tuned FPV rig, I have no complaints at all. That's perfectly flyable for FPV. The line of sight, all I can see is the tilt angle between those two lights, and you're left blinded for a little while. So this is a little difficult to fly line of sight. Maybe if you had a light bar on the back, it'd be a lot easier to actually tell. Like that, I can't really orientate on it properly. I just got to trust my inputs, and then see that side light overtake the other one in height. Is that the beeper? Is there a beeper?
I can't hear one.
Okay.
I think on the, I don't know about the Floureon, but the Eachine race there's no beeper.
But yeah, I was pleasantly surprised there. Nice work putting a decent power system together, Gearbest. Those motors are pretty perky, considering it's only 5-inch props. We've got some 2300 2204s, so they're not even massive motors. They're quite small for a serious race class, but I wouldn't want to go any smaller than 2204s, but it's an efficient rig. It's a real shame we can't fit 6-inch props on there, because 6-inch props with 3S would be pretty good, and I'm not sure we can take 4S on these ESCs, tiny little blheli ESCs. But as it is, that's pretty satisfying power, enough to get yourself into trouble flying some FPV with it, definitely. You need a torch to find your way home.
Oh yeah.
I don't think it's going to be that good for FPV, unless you're like really low. But in the daytime, you'll be able to see the rest of the quad around it. That's just crazy bright.
Wow, you can actually fly at night, line of sight with those. I'm not sure how high you can go. But...
it's what you'd call proper bright.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, if we'd lost the quad in the that long grass, we'd be sending this out to look for it, I think. Search and rescue quad.
Oh! Cheers. Right, I'm just gonna bring it in. It's not bad in the light. Better than the up air screen and the little X252 screen. But it'd be nice to see a sunscreen on there in those little holes. So let's have a fly. And that's just self-level, the gains that come with it. Those lights are pretty bright, not quite so piercing as they are at night, blinding, but there is a switch on the side where you can turn them off completely. And although that light bar snapped off in the post, I managed to solder it back on. I quite like it. Okay, So we're going to switch to Ratitude mode. Now there's no expo setup in the transmitter, they're just default. I've already set up flight modes. Okay. And then on third switch, I've got rate mode. So yeah, quite perky rates I've got on there at the moment. It's still flyable gently, but yeah, a little bit of expo would go a treat. Not bad for 3S. And 5-inch props. I'd really want 6-inch props on a 3S rig normally. I'm quite impressed with these motors. They seem to be running nice and smooth. They look a bit like the Sunny Sky style pancake motors or wider motors. High pole count, if you want to call them. So there's a little bit of bounce that needs tuning out on flips. But not bad. Not bad at all, perfectly flyable. Now, apparently 11.1 volts on standing. Yeah. Telemetry onto the screen. I love that. So 10.9 volts at the moment. Tells us how long we've been going, 6 minutes 20 seconds, and what channel we're on. So there's not a lot of on-screen display, but time that you've been flying and battery voltage is pretty much all I'd want. So let's bring this in and we'll try a battery FPV next. So 2204 2300 kV Floureons. And these look and feel like KingKong props, which is awesome, because they're not going to break. If you do break them, the rest of the quad's going to break first. These are brilliant props. Bullnose is a little bit inefficient, but for the extra power on 3S, the flight time's still decent at over 6 minutes, and I was doing a bit of acro. I can't really complain at that. These arms, I don't like, they're going to break. But as long as you can sell spares, or we can get hold of spares pretty easily, a couple of quid a piece, it's not too bad, but I'd like to see a full carbon frame. These lights are absolutely piercing at night, but during the day, perfectly fine for line of sight. Now the main thing, the difference between this, the Eachine racer, and the Floureon racer, 250 racer, is the internals. We've got a FR Sky receiver, and a NAS compatible board with blheli one-shot ESCs. So the components are pretty decent. Not sure on the actual range power on the video transmitter yet, so we'll have to check the footage and do an FPV flight and see how we go. But so far, pretty good. And you see the wide dynamic range on that camera as well. How's it going to do pointing it at the sun?
I didn't put the DVR on.